Hi everyone, it's Nathara, and today I'm going to be going over the scene pack Secluded Fairyland. In it you get the Chat Bubble, Lost Dream, the Half-Length Pose, Peach Fairy, the scene, the Fairyland. It is one of the more beautiful scenes in my opinion, and then the Dynamic Pose, Imprinted Peach. And just a quick reminder, you only get the pack contents, you don't get anything listed beyond this, so you don't get the outfit. So here's the scene in its entirety. There's nothing beyond, there's a sharp edge where everything cuts off on the back side, so you won't be able to use that. You do have 3D rocks in the background on the left and the right, but most of the scene is fleshed out for the center right here. But this is one of the few scenes where the background is actually fleshed out as well. None of these are pictures, they're all 3D models. So you will be able to get back there and pose with them, and it won't look weird. And here's your entire posable area. I'm not sure why they didn't have it centered. As you can see on the left side, you can go really behind the rocks, but on the right you can't, and it makes that entire right side unusable. And the sink is average. It is just below the knee on my doll, but on the other doll, my pale one, you can see that it does like go right up to her knee. So the shorter your doll, the more you're going to sink into the ground. And here's the lighting on the lightest and darkest shade in the game. It looks great on both of them. There is a built-in halo, so it does kind of give the paler dolls a bit of definition loss, but you can always restore that with one of the filters like White Tower, or you can turn up the contrast to bring that back. And here's the lighting on my normal doll, just for reference. Here's the lighting from the front, the lighting from the right, the lighting from the back, and the lighting from the left. And here's the half-length pose, Peach Fairy, zoomed out so you can see how the rest of the pose is. You can bring that hand down in case you have like a hat on like I do and her hand's clipping into it. And here is the dynamic pose Imprinted Peach without the dynamic camera on, so you can kind of get a better glimpse of what the pose looks like. And now I will run through the handhelds and see which handhelds work with the pose and which do not. Luck Delivery works. Cancel Forecast works. Fishing Bamboo works. Youth Time works. Silk Wonder works. Forest Fairy works. Rites of Irises works. Perfume in Palm works. I'm actually really surprised that works. Layers of Flowers works. Oh my gosh, Candlelit Dance works. Blooming Flowers works. Swaying Ink works. Long Flow works. Auspicious Koi works. Cherry Snowfall works. Sunlit Heart works. Amazing Brush works. Scythe Realm works. Fortune Inbound works. Solitary Patrol works. Orchid Prayer works. Broken Crystal works. Whimsy Tale works. Lime Imagination Works, Heavenly Order Works, Mushroom Parasol Works, Echo Preview Works, Crystal Staff Works, Sugar Rabbit Works, Glittering Wings Works, Innocent Wand Works, Unruly Song Works, Purifying Lotus Works, Rain and Bamboo Works, Floral Time Works, Witch Chapter Works, Candy Story Works, Palace Fan Works, Azure Umbrella Works, Momentary Fireworks Works, Childhood Dream Works, Falling Rain Works, Blue Lover Works, Star Chase Staff Works, Love Lollipop Works, Scroll World Works, Spring Embroidery Works, Plum Blossoms Works, and that's everything. And that was like way more items that work with that pose than normal. Maybe they've updated it. I don't remember that many things working with it, and not such a variety of items. I mean, I'll take it because it's really nice to be able to have the option. And here's the expression for Peach Fairy. It is a very strong side eye. And here's the expression for Imprinted Peach. I think it's mostly a soft smile and a gentle expression throughout. There's a few good looks in there you might be able to use. Alright, and now I'm going to click through the filters so you can get a look at how you might be able to change the ambiance of the scene itself to match your aesthetic of whatever photo shoot you're trying to do. And here's our retouch filters. So this is our vignette. And here's our halo. It can get very, very bright. Our DOF. Not too much, just a bit on the back rocks and some of the branches. But that's probably because I'm super far away from the scene right now. And here's our white balance. Since the scene is already very pink, you can make it super pink. I do like this, you can kind of turn it into a misty swamp a little bit. And our saturation. And our contrast. And from our starting point, you do go only a little bit back before the lighting gets weird, but you keep pushing and the lighting does go back to normal back here. So I have used this like little misty pool area in the back as a photo shoot area. And there is a glow spot right here. So if you start your character right in the center, you just go left and you will hit it. I have done a pose over here where I had my doll kind of seated on this branch right here, and I thought it was pretty cute. I did try to find it in my folder, but I just couldn't. It's probably because I have like over 1,000 photos. So, I mean, it's a little hard to go through. And there is another glow spot right here, right behind this branch. It is not hard to get to. You're just gonna pop into it right here. I also really like this part of the scene right here, this little nook. I think it's good for like some nymph cosplays. So I played around a bit, and from all the times that I've used this scene, I've only ever been able to find those two glow spots right there. But the scene as a whole is still very atmospheric and pretty. It is one of those few that is like absolutely gorgeous all the time, no matter what time, because it has that like soft, ethereal fantasy feel to it. I don't know, I wish we got more scenes like this one. We also have the one that has like the foxes. This one, it also has that like soft, ethereal, dreamlike feel to it. And I love those. These have the most quality to them. They're just so stunning. And here's the chapable Lost Dreamland. It is very dainty, very cute. It has the softest gradient ever. Very light blue at the top that fades down to a white. There's a little moon and bunny ears and a little, I think that's a bunny tail on the left upper corner to match the bunny ears on the right upper corner. I'm not quite sure what the bottom left is. Maybe it's supposed to be like a little bunny foot or a little snowball, something like that. I don't know. It's cute. But that is everything for the Secluded Fairyland scene pack. I hope you found this useful and helpful in deciding if you would like to purchase it or not. And please don't forget that I do have my live makeover tracker in the description below. You can always click on that anytime and be able to access a complete listing of all the scenes that we have gotten on Global and even a few of the scenes that are on MYSG if you would like to have a preview of what's about to come. And I will talk to you later. Bye bye.